da, da. Ahoy, hello. Ninja? Oh, hello. Hello, nobody. Allison? Oh, with milk and sugar? Never. No milk and no sugar. Take it black, like my men. Where's the next episode being uploaded? Next week. When we finished in Krishan. When we're finishing, I have no idea. Whenever Krishan is finished, we'll be finished. Oh, episode 7. Is this the first time? Announcement? No. No announcement. Why do you ask? Got crabs? You know I do. You should have told me you were home. Yes, hey, hello. How realistic. It's me in Dublin. Nice. Second time. Christian claims that he suffered a heart attack last week. He then wrote about it in the latest Sonichu issue, and he basically revealed that it was just like gastrointestinal stuff and maybe heartburn. Hello, Darkest Night. Buy Christian's bathwater. How quick heart attack. Wow. Chris's heart. Oh my god. By the way, can you hear music? The sweet, sweet music of Dublin streets. Heartburn is nowhere near a heart attack. Oh. What will happen if Christian? Honestly, not much. I don't imagine much will die. I mean, much won't happen. Not much won't die. Apparently, Chris is going back on his idea of 50% of the population dying during the dimension merge, and he said that people will reincarnate into their OC selves or something. I can't believe you have set up a stream in the middle of the Dublin streets and gotten all the people to pause the stream for us. What do you feel about Chris's plan to turn his home into a Pokemon Center? I mean, he's already done that. I mean, he's not going to try anymore. He's basically asking other people to do all the hard work for him, and that's a big reason why he's doing his latest Sonichu issue so quickly, is because it's already been made by someone else named Trixie, who unironically did it as a tribute, and is still okay with him basically influencing influencing the development of his comic, as long as he doesn't directly copy it and still gives her credit for inspiration. Oh, SSD Ninja, hello there. Egypt, Finland, Germany, what's happening? Diagwit, Diasmeragwit, Diasmerayosefwit. Where's amazing work this far? Oh, thank you. Yeah, Chris is working away on this comic. Where are we at right now? Dublin, I think. O'Connell Street, Oklahoma. What the hell's happening? Love the bits. Hey, thanks. Hey, you got Marcus Knight and Darkest Knight. Hey, what? What is Germany like? I have no idea. Favorite piece of quick history? Announcement? No announcement. Why? Cover Chris's acknowledgement of the documentary series with the documentary. I think I will, yeah. I think I have to. That'd be weird. It'd be weird when I first started doing that. Hello, everyone. We have an announcement to make. Texas. What's writing process for each new Christian episode? I open up the what is it? The no. I'll hold off other questions until I answer this. What did I do? I open up the quickie. Lots of tabs on the quickie, and I open up the chronological thing. You know, where it says like all the events that happened in 2009, or actually at this point it's every month, because there's so many things happening. There's an article for every month now. So, so for example, if I'm on August 2009, I open up that article, and in it, every date, every significant date, and everything that Chris did is listed there, and it then hyperlinks into the other separate pages on the Quickie. For example, the individual videos and the emails and Wikipedia updates and blog posts and stuff like that. And I go through all that and try to put it all into chronological order. And that's how I roll, basically. I have about at least 5 tabs open at every time, and then I have to download all the videos from YouTube that are going to be shown up in the episodes. And I think YouTube is cranking down on illegitimate downloads. I think it's gotten a lot harder to do that, but I still can do it. Aha, now it's 79. I mean 72. What's going on in the next documentary episode? There's... I'm not gonna lie, the next 2 episodes or so are gonna be kind of lackluster, because we're getting into that unfortunate phase in the Liquid Chris saga where it's just like Casey calls. But I skipped a lot of the Casey calls because nothing much happened. So what's the Boogie 2988 comprehensive history? God damn, Boogie is self-destructing, ain't he? Oh, thank you. What have you been doing with the G.G. Allen series? It's gonna be a while after this. I have no idea, really. People have Miss Genos leave last epic trolling in the music stream yesterday. Also, hello? Hello! Hello, not me. Hello again. Hello, Wildcat. You think they'll get quickly back up soon? Do you know the kill stream? Of course, I was on the kill stream. Where are we? Quickie. Hold on. I missed a lot of questions. How do you feel about the Quickie being down? I mean, it's unfortunate, but it's... I guess Null is working on it. And the Ade guys were, I think, more damaging to Chris than Blue Spike was, because Chris didn't really notice that anything happened after Blue Spike. Favorite Christian saga? I got Ivy. The Wallflower's pretty good too. Alec Bensoliri and Liquid Chris. And Surf Shack Tito and Asperchu will be, I think, from about parts 20. At City Noises are using movie background. This is breaking my immersion. Hello to the West Coast. Man, thanks, Joe. Everyone have a good evening or morning except Gino. Oh, listen to half the Casey calls. Oh no, please don't. Serious. Wait. Serious already weird about a month or so ago because the videos were getting made seemed to go straight with the event's 10-year anniversaries. Yeah, that was weird. What side of the boogie would you even consider his troll side? Or his troll side or legit side? All the sides. Hi, mate. Hello, the official Papillon. You just subscribed 2 minutes ago. This channel's so good. Your work is amazing. Love it. Okay, thanks. Hey, nice. Would you rather fight Chris or Barbara? I think I'd rather fight Chris, honestly. Really? When before Ethan and Ralph lost it all? No, it was after Ethan and Ralph went on his little binge there. Quickie is known for going down from time to time. No, the Quickie now, it's different. The servers of the Quickie have actually been kind of, they weren't seized, but they were forcedly taken out of their hosting space. I think the Quickie and Encyclopedia Dramatica have both suffered. So Null is working on finding a safe place for them for the servers. Have you ever thought about writing your own series, fiction, TV, books, etc.? I do have lots of ideas. For... Well, I used to want to be a filmmaker. I mean, like an actual fiction filmmaker and not documentary filmmaker. And I was making up stories like synopses of movies that I'm gonna make, but that didn't pan out, of course. But I still have some ideas for maybe some short stories. I'm working on this one idea for a short story that kind of explores the possibility that people can live forever if they're never aware of aging and death in their life. So in a controlled environment, if a baby lives in this one room, and that is and it's always cared for by scientists that are 30 years old or less, always, and it's taught to function basically in its own world, but is it never comes across aging and death in its life. So it's like, I'm thinking, is death just a state of mind? And if you're, and I'm exploring this idea that's mentioned in 1984, that how can a concept exist if you don't have a word for it, you know? And so how can death exist if you don't know what death is? That's my short story idea. Someone's gonna steal that. Please don't. Old boy. Do you think Chris fears trolls may create OCs to threaten his merge ideology? Also, keep with the. Thanks. They already have. There was already. There was already someone who created an OC, and then Chris thought that OC tried to kill him in his sleep or something. That was a while back, but yeah, it was not. It's weird. It's weird. God damn it. Yes, Jesus Christ is an OC now. I used to go to film school, but I had to leave because of medical complications. So I made wedding videos instead for a while. Now I make documentary shorts and films. Nice. God damn. Did you see Chris ghost hunting? I haven't seen that video actually, but I do know that video, of course. Would you then just experience it as a change in state? Oh. I'm looking forward to covering the Wallflower Saga. What was your hair all about the last few weeks? I was trying out something new, and I'm gonna go back to that eventually. Maybe like once a month we're gonna ping pong from fringe to quiff. Now, Blue Spike, I'd imagine is a fairly normal child, or a young adult now. I think Chris is actually insane. Chris is, yeah, maybe he might be insane. You know, he might be. I feel about Danny the Panda. I don't know who that is. Social merge is happening, people. Which of the sagas is your favorite? Liquid, Ivy, Alec Benson Leary, and Wallflower is pretty good too. What's the next step in this? Oh, alright, okay, got it. I remember now. Is Vivian G and Clyde Cash the same person? I'm pretty sure they are, yeah. Because basically you never saw Clyde Cash and Vivian G in the same place at the same time. It's a bit of a interesting cop-out ploy, but that is true, I think. Goddamn, I'm not good at this. Shit. I just discovered DJ Okawari. Have you heard? I don't know that one. Can anyone confirm what happened to that panda girl? Panda Halo, the troll. She just her saga ended because she was interested in some other poon or something. I don't know. How's it going, bud? Welcome to Dublin. God, I lost my Dublin accent. I can't do that anymore. All the trolls were just a hive mind. I think Panda Halo actually returned very briefly to send a couple of emails to Chris in March 2010, saying that she's living happily with Clyde Cash and their like 1-year-old child. And she sent a photo of it too, and it's ridiculous. And Chris, of course, believed it. Gina's more American now than European. Maybe? This is just like the person in Future Message was. I don't know. I really don't know. But the only person in Chris's life that was, actively involved, I think at that time, was Joseph Draft, maybe. The maker of the documentary, of the defunct documentary. But I really can't say because that might be slanderous of me to say that. So I really can't confirm or deny who that was. I have no idea. Oh yeah, smash that like button and subscribe and hit the bell icon to, I don't know. Ay. Any funny knacker encounters in Dublin? I mean, there was one time that a shirtless fellow was arguing with a woman in front of the tram tracks, and I couldn't, and so the tram couldn't leave the station because he was like in front of the train tracks arguing, and then the Garda, or the Irish police, came over and they took him down. That was the thing. Hello, Ramlop Studios? Tobey Maguire. Am I Japanese? Do you think you'll make a documentary series on something else? Oh yeah, I'm definitely planning on making more documentaries outside of the Christian sphere. And for those documentaries, you should subscribe to Geno Samuel 3, my documentary channel. Link is in the description. Plug. But yeah, I got a couple of ideas. No, actually I have a whole shopping list of ideas, maybe 50 titles for possible ideas, but I've written 2 scripts at the moment for now. That's not 50, it's more like maybe close to 30 possible ideas. And I'm gonna start making them a lot more fast when I move to Tokyo next month. Crystal believes Ivy's still dead and true. I think he's gone back and forth of her, being a troll and then being real. Can't confirm. Welcome back to. I'm not gonna do that. It's too early for me to do a Jacksepticeye. Jackspedike. I could just stand to listen to Casey's fail troll, she's so annoying. Yeah, it's okay. Can't wait to Samuel 3 documentaries. Hey, thank you. You seem cool, Gino. Stay pure. Thanks. Was an idea guy the one who convinced Chris about the dimensional merge and him being trans? Oh no, he was trans for a long while before that. Why? BitChute. That's why I had to approve that comment, Wildcat, because BitChute has bitch in it. So that's why. Okay, got it. Will we see more of your stuff on BitChute or YouTube, or are they exclusive to YouTube? I'm probably going to eventually have to move to, I guess, DLive and DTube or BitChute eventually, because, YouTube is being very, very difficult at the moment. Not gonna lie, Dublin is a shithole. That is not that is not an unpopular opinion. That is very true. I would rather call it a piss hole, because once you get in like 10 or 20 minutes within O'Connell Street, everything just kind of starts smelling like piss. That's how you know you're in the city center. Is bitch only censored? Yeah. I just had to approve that, not me. Dublin isn't Irish to me. It's just EU. It is EU. It's like the way Tokyo is the least Japanese place in Japan. After you began composing your tracks, how? I don't know. I've been composing for about 15 years now, so it's been a long while in the making. Just gradually developing my ideas and skills. I went to a different Dublin. It was nice when I was there. Sorry, there was an earthquake there. Not really, but okay. Just said the B word again. Get them all, please. When's the next episode coming out? Next weekend. In less than 7 days now, I guess. Technically, if I want to send you a DM, I will have to just say bitch. That's true. There's a man on Dublin bus screaming. That's Dublin. That's your Dublin bus story. What what about all the people shooting up in the back of Dublin bus? Like literally, so many times I've seen junkies with their silver spoons and their heroin and their matches lighting, doing that thing, and then getting a syringe and shooting up. And of course, I smelled lots of weed, or maybe it was cannabis, specifically. You ever consider Terry Davis documentary? I will not do that, but I do know that. That's my Lewis story. Lewis is pretty smelly too. Gotta say that. What % of your VSTs and libraries are purchased legally? Next question. Weed is cannabis. Oh, okay. Could you record them with being... Huh? What? What is that? Weed is cannabis. I mean, is there a difference between marijuana and cannabis? And hashish? The most disgusting thing Chris made so far in your opinion? Oh, that Chris made. I mean, it's gotta be a difference. Why are there 3 different names? It's the devil's lettuce. It is indeed. Probably the unclet. Both unclets. Do you have access to Chris's Twitter account? Yes, I do. I follow Chris, and Chris follows me. It's going to be a very long time before we get to the idea, guys. It will be, yes. Hashish is hash, kind of brown, gunk, short. Weed is dank, and hashish is Lebanese. Are you gonna try tenkara and microfishing while living in Japan? I don't know what that is. I mean, there's the unclet, and then there's the unclet 2.0. I mean, the first original unclet is literally Chris thinking that that place in his taint where his clitoris would be if he were a woman, that's where he got the taint piercing. And that became the unclet. And the unclet 2.0 was when he made a vagina out of his taint. What's the scientific name? The other is named... Oh, gender is Christian at this point. I honestly don't know. Hey, Samuel L. Jackson. Chris thinks he's a woman, at least. Weed usually has more THC. I don't know what that means. The quality YouTube alternatives right now. I'm not going to associate myself with BitChute and DTube since they both have proven to be the shit. I don't know. Honestly, those are the best alternatives at the moment. Excuse me. When you get to the unclets, please no pics. Oh, there will be pics, but they will be extremely censored and pixelated. And Chris's penis has already been in the videos at least once. Like a full up close up of Chris's penis. And could you even tell? DLive is really annoying. High CPU usage when the site loads. Minute counting now. That doesn't work. Can't reset password. BitChute is nice. I mean, BitChute is okay, but they don't have high quality, I think, videos. I think there's a limit to the quality. And it says the version is available to the patrons. Please no. Winds are annoying. Okay, what the hell? God damn it, okay. See Chris's phallic member more times than I care to admit. Oh yeah. What are you planning to do after Christian Docs ended? Gonna do more stuff. More music and more documentaries. What is a ween? A ween is a person who wants to be a troll, who wants to troll Chris in very low effort ways, like calling up his house and shouting Jule, or emailing Chris saying, hey, I'm a girl, I think you're really cute, you should date me, stuff like that. Trying to get fail troll, yeah, basically trying to recapture the magic, so to speak, of the 2008 to 2010 trolling era, and failing miserably. Cringy little kid wannabe trollers. Exactly. Yeah, pretty much. I thought a ween is a Scottish for a child. I mean, that's a ween. But a ween is different. Remember one time you spoke Spanish kind of clearly with an accent from Spain. Did you study before? Oh yeah, I studied for 10 years. Would you say that your sausage is at least a handful? That didn't work for some reason. Wait. Okay. I actually had to approve that comment, Wildcat, because I think because BITC is going to censor that. So if you put down BIT star H, maybe that will work. Call them weenies. Oh. Me alegro. Hablas de puta madre, tío. Jesus. Is the most documented person in history? It's kind of a tall statement to make, but I think everyone has the potential to being the most documented person in history, because basically if people just took all of a person's information that's available online from all of their accounts from anywhere, from Facebook, all the private messages, all the tweets, all the active logins from all various websites, all your YouTube comments, all your private photos. I mean, if someone just hacked into all of that and put it up into a quickie style database, I mean, there's going to be millions upon millions of people that are going to be as documented as Chris. Just that it worked out the way it did because at first Chris was very gullible, and Chris gave out too much information himself at the beginning, at least. And Chris just happened to land at this perfect time in the internet where there was a lot less laws, online. It was a much more wild landscape than it is now. It would never happen the way it does now, I'd say. Chris has to approve it after. Oh wait, what happened? What happened about approval? Oh, to enable super chats. No, the channel has to be monetized for me to have super chats, and this is never going to get monetized. And me trying to get the first channel, Gino Samuel 2, monetized was what brought it down. So sorry, no super chats here. I don't smoke nothing. What are you talking about? Are you afraid that someone might convince Chris to do something dire? I don't think so. Chris is just going to think very hard, and it will come true in his head. Your prize playing this mic. When is your Let's Play coming? Should I make a Gino Samuel 4 and just do Let's Plays? Is your Patreon doing good? It's doing okay. Yeah. Special thanks to all the patrons and on all the contributors. And if you're interested in contributing, there's links to my Patreon in the description below. Please check it out, and if it fancies you, you should pitch in. Anything is fine. Anything at all. Gino 4 would be overkill. I bet you told it a lot, but your voice is perfect. Thank you. Yeah, it's okay. What about a Streamlabs link or a PayPal? PayPal is also in the description, so if you're interested in doing that. What? Yeah, I do have a PayPal in the description, so if you're into that sort of thing, please check it out. I'll definitely play Minecraft with you. What would happen when Barb passed away? What would Gino Samuel 5 be? Why the cabbage, Gino? Why the cabbage? That's my most successful album. My most successful album is called Cabbage, and many people like it. And yeah, that's basically like my thing. When some artists have a thing, a certain logo, or like ELO have their spaceship, Toto have their sword, Queen have that royal crest. I don't know. Bands like Yes have their Yes logo. Definitely tune into your Cabbage Let's Play stream when it happens. Oh yeah, that'll be in 2 weeks. And that will be on my music channels. And the description has a link to my music channel as well. Got lots of channels. Please check them out if you're interested. A guy's serious with his music when he has AKGs. I'm missing. I'm missing that acronym. What is an AKG? Is that a weapon? I think Chris will die. My mind's on a heart attack. Might be. Chris dying. Oomph. Liver failure. We'll enter the cardboard box saga. I think it'll take a long while, but okay. Bitch, cheat to time me out. Don't move. Don't move. Don't move. I'm gonna time out. Not me. It's time for him to sleep. Bye bye. AKGs. Oh, the AK. God damn it. How did I miss that? Yeah, an AKG. K271 Mark II. God damn it. How did I miss that? No, there's the AK-47. There's the AKB-48. I mean, that's the group name. So there's a lot of AKs going around. Bye bye, Wildcat. Knickers. Of course, I'll cover Sockness when it's relevant. Yeah. When Barb dies, it's gonna be a very slow eviction, I think, for Chris. It'll take months, I think, maybe 5 months, until Chris is forced out of the house. What year did Bob die? 2011. I was referring to kicking that guy out. Lol. I'm slow. Do you think that most likely Chris finds someone to take him in and enable him rather than become homeless? Definitely that might happen. That might happen, but I don't think it'll last for very long. So my friend requested you can't let me know. It's a very quick troll year. Obviously 2009, that's the most eventful time. Do you think Chris' home will be torn down due to the conditions it's in? I think it has to be. It can't be resold the way it is now. No troll, Joe. No troll. Okay, I gotta get down to that soon. Okay. Thanks for reminding me. I do not got the bot for modeling. Jesus Christ. I can't really release it officially for purchase because there's too many legal aspects that are involved that I can't really, in good conscience or at least legally, release it officially on any media. Unless it's a free gift with every donation of $19.99. People recognize you on the street. Apparently there's someone in Hokkaido that recognized me, but I was never in that town that that person was in, so I'm not really sure. I mean, it's kind of easy to not get recognized once you're in Japan, you know? It's kind of a difficult place. I mean, I'd imagine there's gotta be some people who've seen my Japanese songs on YouTube and recognize me, especially in Tokyo. You see 14 Branchline Court being turned into a historic site in the future. The ultimate troll. Someone's gonna buy Chris's house while Chris is still living there, forcing him out. Got recognized with somebody on Al Qaeda. That's not true. What? Is Chris gay? Huh. I think Chris stopped being gay like after the Idea Guy thing ended. Blue Spike affects Chris. The ultimate comeback. Almost like the most interesting saga. Love your videos. Hey, thanks, Opal. Did any of Bob's records survive the fire? Not likely. Not likely. That's a shame, really. I would have loved to see what that collection would have entailed. What's the subject of today's stream? I'm not sure, really. I just started. Tom Girl Saga ended. Oh yeah, it definitely ended a long time ago when Chris became a girl. Is Clyde Cash still among us? He might be. Can't confirm though. Do you think Christian will be studied in the future in class or any? I think so. It's possible. Definitely as like a case study of what can go wrong on the internet. Damn, imposter and Brown. Goddamn. Is Chris still in contact with Cole Smithy, his half brother from Barnes? Pretty sure he's not. Pretty sure he's not in contact. And no, he didn't have a heart attack. He probably had heartburn. Summer Chris survived the fire, but Chris auctioned them off on eBay. Oh yeah, like back in the early days, or maybe he still did that. But when he started making videos after the fire, I think it was definitely playing some of Bob's records in the background during those videos. Some really scary sounding, some very eerie sounding, dissonant 50s music, and I think that's part of Bob's collection. I don't believe his intentions are malicious. Monkey see, monkey do, I think. I guess it's that Chris gets a terrible disease, and Liquid Chris becomes a doctor. I will not take him in after Barb passes. Got no room. It's possible Chris may fall under the influence of illegal substances to live his fantasies of desperate. He's already done that with weed, at least. The Teen Troon Squad gave him weed. At least a few times. Ligma? What's Ligma? By the way, this next track is called Boogie Dreams. Oh boy, Boogie. I will not release the episodes weekly. That was the thing that happened a while back, but it's just too much mental trauma for me to do it once every week. I need a life. What's your favorite troll? Alec Benson, Larry, Ivy, and Liquid, of course. Lick my balls. Boogie's dreams are probably of him shoving food down his throat. Does Chris have... I'm trying to figure out what that joke is. Hey, see you around, Joe. Barb's death or Chris's suicide? Chris will not commit suicide. I don't think so. Coming at you live through the power of the internet. Goddamn, Boogie. Anything new happened with Boogie? Is that a joke? Boogie. Goddamn. Boogie. Boogie is self-destructing at the moment. And it's kind of amazing to see. And I also have to be mindful of not becoming Boogie's equivalent of an A-log. I choose hamster. Someone told me about that. Yeah. That was interesting, but I've checked out the hamster guy. It's turned into a lolcow. He has definitely. Oh yeah, he was definitely pushed into the prostitute thing by the Idea guys, and he also punched Barb in the face because he was forced to by the Idea guys. I don't have an Irish accent. I'm an Irish citizen, but I'm not born in Ireland. So the story goes is that Boogie bought a Tesla that is valued over $100,000, even though he constantly moans about struggling with money. And he then said, What is this? YouTube ad revenue is horrible. Why did you buy a Tesla? And he's like, yeah, YouTube ads aren't great, but the sponsorship pays for itself, you know? And that's what he said. And everyone got up in arms about him buying a Tesla. It's too expensive. And then there was a viral video on Reddit that made the front page of several subreddits, including our videos and our live stream fails, when he was basically begging people to pay for his Tesla. And then he made a big whoopity-doo about him returning to his hometown and made a big long video about it. Very boring and very tear-jerky, I guess, in concept. And there was a sponsor attached to that, a sponsor that deals with, I think, veteran charities or military charities. And there was also another scandal in which Boogie basically lied about his friend dying in a war. He said that he was 18, but he was actually 40. And I guess this whole whoopity-doo with the Tesla and the military thing, they kind of got back to the sponsors, and the sponsors cut ties with Boogie, and then Boogie cut out that sponsorship mention from the video, and then he was like, okay, I removed that mention because I was uncomfortable with it. Like, no, you're not uncomfortable with it. Your sponsor dropped you. That's what happened. And now Boogie is saying that he never bought a Tesla, and that he's saying that he bought a Tesla to to feed off the hateful energy, from the people. Hate is a currency, as he says. and yeah, he says that his haters bring him more attention, and he's keeping his career alive. When in fact he's losing subs so freaking hard, and he's losing views as well. He loses about 2,000 or 3,000 subs a day. He lost over 20,000 this past month, and he's just trying desperately to ignore that. Oh my god! I should just check out the Salmon Tolkien subreddit and see what he's up to. Jesus Christ. He's bleeding subs. He's turning into Onision. Then fake teeth too. Oh my god. Yeah, it's Boogie. It's Boogie 1488. Yeah. I've seen any videos from Frederick Newson's studio downright. Okay. Yeah, I've seen Frederick's video on Chris Chan and DSP, but I haven't seen any more than that. Keep up the good work. Thanks for being an entertaining YouTuber. Thank you, Ramloop. Sorry. Have a good day. Follow Boogie. Excuse me. I constantly look tired. I mean, I just woke up, so that might explain that. Chad and Gino, should I get soba or penne pasta? I recommend soba. I'm not gonna do DSP. That's horrible. Right after he got his gastric bypass, but after the third video, it became clear he was only going to sit on his ass. Yeah. Another thing. Dear God. Okay, the clapping has to stop. But Boogie said quite bluntly that he doesn't care what he weighs anymore, and he's just gonna eat what makes him happy, because he wants to take care of his mind first. So by taking care of his mind, that only means that he's gonna eat what makes him happy. This song is Local Forecast by Kevin MacLeod. So basically that means he's gonna get fat again and eat shit again because that makes him happy. So screw the surgery he went through. Exactly. And, apparently, it seems like Boogie's wife was basically like his wrangler, I'd say. Boogie2988. Francis. Yeah, basically, his wife managed his social media, I think, so that he doesn't say weird shit. And, once he's left to his own devices and saying what he wants, he's just a loose cannon. Drunken Peasants podcast. They actually introduced me to you. Talked about your Christian dog. They did? Is the Drunken Peasants podcast one with TJ? Huh. Cool. I got a mention from them. Huh. Nice. What do you think will happen when Christian dies? I don't know. I have no idea. How does anyone know? Banana. Yeah, that person. Yes. Was it PJ? No, it's PJ or TJ. I can't remember his name. No, it's PJ, right? Can't remember now. McJuggerNuggets and his Storyfire website. I have no idea. I didn't really follow that much. Oh, TJ left? Oh. Contactless interview with Chris. I haven't watched it, actually. I'm not gonna ask Chris anything. I don't really want to talk with Chris, but I've already talked with Chris, and I don't really want to again. I don't want to do it again. Is Spoonie's Patreon still up? Is it still up? It's 2:25 a.m. Oh shit, it is. Thanks, Al Malloy. It is up. Goddamn. Bent pie. 400 a month. God damn it. You know, what do you think about DSP's A-Logs, The Sons of Kojima, or Emblem? I really don't know about that. Yo, it's me. Yeah, it is. Someone's got to put Chris's remains in unmarked grave, just like John Wilkes Booth in deep secrecy, just to give someone a rest. I would not do an interview with Chris. No. Okay, I can turn this up now. Are they imploded? Surprised that I came back? Oh, I was always gonna come back. Don't touch the poop thing. I do think Chris has a high pain tolerance. I just makes I do have an OC. His name is Dirk Simbach. Chris just draws Sonichu comics these days. Sonichu issue 15, which is basically just a copy of Roastru's story by Trixie. And yeah, dreaming about the dimension merge. The bald guy in the All I Need to Know music video. Indeed, that's the guy. Wait, let me see what's Boogie up to. Ay. Okay, hold on. Is anything major? No, nothing major happened. Though he did stick in a reference to Al Qaeda though, in in a recent panel. Panel is what they're called. God damn it. Get this guy more views. Ah, whatever. Oh, let me bring up the stream on my second monitor. Yeah, more idea guys stuff that Chris absorbed into his mental noggin. Mental noggin is a good word. God damn it. What's wrong with my English? Do you have an honest and true sweetheart, Gino? I do. Nice. Come on, didn't pick up an Irish accent when you moved over. Apologies. I really don't know why. I just learned English back in Lithuania by watching Cartoon Network through English. So I just sort of picked up an American accent somehow. I guess it's a Canadian accent at this point. But yeah, I don't know how I... Wait. No, stop. I don't know how I never picked up an accent, but yeah, that happened somehow. How did I come up with your name, Gino? I really don't know. Gino is sort of based on my name and my dad's name. And Samuel, I have no idea where that came from. Are you really in Dublin? Is that a green screen? No, that's a green screen. When did the stream start? About 50 minutes ago. It's very bright in Dublin, isn't it? At 2:30 a.m. When will the father call be next part? It'll be part 19. How do you attract a boyfriend for your girl? It's different for every person, man. Anything new with Chris? Woo! 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm the best export. Hey, thanks. 24 hours of sunlight in Scotland. Is it really that far up that would happen? Huh. It's a pleasure. Hey. Thanks for stopping by, Joe. See you around. I do read through the comics as they go. I don't really read them in advance. Will Christian have a slow release schedule as it approaches the present? Of course it does. Yeah, but once I catch up with present day Chris, I'm gonna wait until there's enough content to make a new episode. Chris is the boomer. Do you enjoy manga? I don't. When we get in live from Chris's uncle, that's not gonna happen, man. How much of a criminal record does Chris have? I mean, Chris has lots of arrests. Some fines, but no jail time. Well, he's got jail time, but no prison time. We'll no, we will. It'll be around, I guess, to part 21. Unclit, I have no idea. Part 40 something. Yeah, probably 50 or more. Do you have any plans to do something like an analysis episode? I don't want to do analysis. I'm not good at analysis, and it's not my thing really. It's not my style. Not sure if it was interesting, but I met Anna from the Pack Sun. Oh, she's super weird and claims she's trying to save Chris from his delusions. Anna McLaren. Oh, Anna McLaren has been, I guess, a friend of Chris for a long time. Sort of. But then once the idea guys showed up, she refused to help him. You think the series will actually continue to part 50? I hope so. If everything goes to plan. I love this track. Has Chris ever gotten laid yet? Yes, twice. Love your documentary series. You're the best. Hey, thanks. Japanese class with her. She actually hates trans people and is like 6 months ago she told me she was trying to save him. She's studying Japanese. Twice? Yeah, twice. With the same prostitute. No, there was one prostitute twice. No, that was back in 2012, was it? Or 13? Thereabouts? I mean, he did it twice, 2 times. Mia Hamm. Give her a gift basket, he's a gentleman. Yeah. The second time was him fucking Magic Chan doing All-Star. Nah, he did that lots of times. Of course they count. Chris is still into women, right? Chris is still into women, I think. At least from I guess January 2019. He still had intentions to finding a real life sweetheart outside of Magic Chan and Crizzle and Mewtwo. Hubby too. Chris still believe in a god? Chris believes he is a goddess. There's nothing higher than Chris. And he requests people to pray for him and to him. The real end of Chris was when he burned his house down. Everything after that was completely lost interest. I mean, the game stops Sonic's Arms Not Blue is, I think, after the fire, right? So that was the thing. Nothing higher than Chris. Debatable. What do you think of the biggest contributor to Chris's delusions? Lots of things. Chris's environment, his upbringing, and yeah, people. Well, Chris being autistic, a big thing with people on the autism spectrum is that they tend to see things at face value, and can't see that people might have ulterior motives, and they can't get jokes that are ironic or like disguised as something else. They can't get double entendres, stuff like that. And he was never taught a different way to live, and it just eventually developed into what Chris became now. What anime do you enjoy? I don't watch anime. Sonic has had blue arms in the past. Yeah, the arm thing. Chris is resistant to change, and making Sonic's arms blue is a big change. And even so, I can kind of get behind Chris, because that blue arms thing, it just doesn't look good at all. I mean, it's too much blue. It's really sensory overdrive. Overload, I mean. When he lost the gameplays, are there any eyewitness accounts or CCTV footage? I mean, there are eyewitness accounts, and that's how we know of them, like from Mims and whoever else was the person who posted those photos on 4chan and started everything rolling. Chris was very hostile to Sonic retcon, but had no problem retconning his comic. Hypocrisy is a really big thing with Chris Chan, and if I were Bob, I would not raise Chris, because Bob is Bob and me is me. If I was Chris's father, it would be different. It'd be a different story. But Bob was the way Bob was because Bob was Bob. What whip do you ride, if any? I don't ride whips. What are you talking about? I'm not willing to do interviews, no. Didn't Bob die from ant bites? That was a thing, but was that a thing? I can't remember exactly what was the cause of his death. But yeah, he did have a lot of heart troubles as well. Hard to raise him though. I have no idea, honestly. Do the best I can. Especially with this current day environment, I'd have a lot more resources to see just how can I handle someone like Chris. Do you believe Chris is on meds? I think so, yeah. We drew the Guru art from part 16. Lots of trolls collectively drew that. Thanks for all the good shorts. Hey, thanks. Why was that not censored? The house was clean. Do you think Bob would have lived longer? Might have, maybe. Did you see his party time tweet? I think so, yeah. That was a recent one, right? God damn, this is a good jam. Recluse spiders. What is that? Is Chris any good at video games? It depends on the video games. He's very good at Hannah Montana, the movie, the game. He's very good at easy games, basically. I don't think the Megan interview documentary thing is ever coming out. You speak any Irish? I used to. I mean, I had to study it in school, but I've forgotten everything now. Took Bob to hospital for something and found out bug bites all over him enough to quarantine him. Yeah, he was quarantined. Yeah. What's the name of the song? The song is Sweet Vine, long mix by Nameless Dancers. He's eating Burger King all the time. He didn't look fat, at least. Huh. He's great at being hated by Animal Crossing villagers. Because he immigrated, got an exemption in secondary school for me. Well, when I came, it was still primary school, so I guess it was okay. I thought it was flies. Has Chris tried to chat with girls at 18 despite being 13-year-old? No, Chris doesn't chat with people anymore. He just focuses on Quickfill and the hyperdimension Neptunia shit. Chameleon Piss Poo? No, I don't know that one. I really think someone should report the Chandler house to the health department. It's been done 10 years ago, and they didn't do anything about it. It's Long Vine by Nameless Dancers. Oh yeah, he talks to people that encourages delusions, but he doesn't actively seek out gal pals at the moment, I think. Or at least boyfriend-free girls. What keeps you motivated to continue your multiple projects? Always feel burnt out. You tweets a lot but never responds to comments. Music in the background at the time of night. I do. Oh. I did definitely know those scammy game shows. I used to watch them as well, where people call in and answer shit. I'm just a compulsive creator, so I find it fine. Though some people might encourage me to stop and not collapse. But yeah, I just like making stuff. It's just my thing. Brown recluse spiders can range from a small bump to rotted holes in the flesh to lethal. Oh my god. Don't stop. I won't stop. I might need to slow down though, eventually. Who's the most famous person in the greater Charlottesville area? No doubt about that. Love you, Gina. Thank you for your documentary. Say thank you. He's diabetic and just doesn't go to the doctor to get treated. Maybe. Well, let me switch over. Full screen? Is full screen okay? We're on the Sam and Tolkien subreddit, I think. I think everything is okay, right? Yeah, we're okay. Perfect. Yeah, this is the Sam and Tolkien subreddit, which is at the moment heavily focused on Boogie stuff, and this is the mega thread about Boogie. It's gotten 24,500 upvotes, and goddamn it, I think it's nearly 100% upvotes, and it's quite insane. So this is an old tweet apparently from November 11th. To the Ride or Die fans, thank you for not retreating to various subreddits to circle jerk and virtue signal about who hates me the most, etc. I promise to keep trying to fuck up less often. Let's see if I can make it through the month without pissing you off. Doubt it. Goddamn. Okay, so this is what's happening these days. Yes, Logan Paul, Jake Paul, Ricegum, that bathwater girl. Rage is the new currency. Piss off idiots and they'll make you rich. That's not good. That's not good at all. Null did give up on Chris a long time ago. Yeah, Sam and Tolkien was originally devoted to the speedrunners couple and the drama surrounding that, but now just for general e-celeb drama, and mostly just keeping Boogie on track. You know, this this is right around when he got the Tesla. He got to the Tesla, and yeah, and then he made a new video recently where he introduced a new character, where he did a food review, and that dropped even more subs. Unsubs doubled that day. The captain doesn't associate with Chris anymore. Yeah. Oh, this is a food review. Oh, jeez. New. How's Boogie look to you guys? New hair. Who dis? I mean, it depends on the angle. I mean, Boogie kind of looks okay here. Kinda okay. But, yeah. He never bought the Tesla. What about all the tweets and the Twitch rant about he was suckered into buying it and got it already? Nope, not yet. Still driving. 2005 the Sabre. I was considering it. Even put a small deposit down, but not committed to it yet. You will know I'd ever pull the trigger as it will be on my YouTube channel when I do. Just like 3 days ago, he was saying that I was going to make so many YouTube videos with his Tesla. God damn it. He's trying to Mandela affect us. Looks like Jared Fogle. Jesus Christ, what happened? I think these are... Oh, yeah, iDubbbz did this a while back when... what was it? What's his name? Anthony Fantano called out Boogie on his bullshit, and then Boogie's like, "Yeah, it's fine. I don't care if you hate me. Yeah, it's all friendly stuff. Not about it to me. Love you, heart." And then iDubbbz just reposted this, and I think Boogie deleted the tweet. Yeah, Boogie laughs about his girlfriend dying of cancer. Yeah, that was a thing that happened too. That was a while back. I'm still my small point for Thursday. Jesus Christ. Relevant? Double think. Is he a gaming news channel kind of thing? Yeah, sort of. He tries to be. Just very, very low effort videos, and he either makes gaming videos about gaming news or pity videos about him not doing well and saying he will do very well. When he threatened to kill his dog. Yeah, he did do that as well. And he also made a very brief sketch video right after the divorce, I think, where he, as his character Francis, he beat up his wife in effigy. How did Boogie become famous? He made a character called Francis. That was back, like, I don't know, 10 years ago on YouTube. And Francis was like this angry, overweight gaming character, does weird shit. That's basically how he became famous, through his character called Francis. And then after a while, the real Boogie came out, and he started talking about more personal stuff, and people got behind him because he was struggling with weight. He was struggling with weight problems. Of course, he was like 500 pounds at the time, and people were rooting for him. And when he got that gastric bypass surgery, people were really encouraging, Boogie, saying, "Wow, what a great step forward he's doing." And then he's been stuck at 350 pounds for about 2 years. And people have been losing faith and losing interest in him because he keeps saying that he'll improve every week, but he doesn't. He has no self-control. People just kind of like, lost interest because that fight, that fight to become thin is over now because he came up, because he gave up, basically. Daddy of Five, of course I've heard of him. Yeah. Even then someone criticizes him, now he just pulls out the depression/weight loss card. Yep. So many fitness people have tried to help him too. Yeah. So he got the surgery so he can keep eating whatever he wants. He he got this he got the surgery to make him stop eating that much. Yeah, because it made his stomach smaller. Is what happened, right? And that's what the goal was for him for a long time, or at least that's what he told people. And what else happened? He would post these things on his, what is, Jesus Christ? Sorry, that's the cropping is distracting. Got it. Um, and he would post these things like he ate half a burger and he would took a bite out of a cake. It's like, no more. I'm throwing this out. Like, oh wow, only one bite of a cake. How brave of you, Boogie. And then he would collaborate with other creators and say that he went to dinner at this place and he took a picture of it and say, oh, I didn't eat anything bad. I'm so brave. It's a struggle, but I'm still working ahead towards my goal. And then the other person that they're eating with also posts pictures of their dinner together, and Boogie's just chomping down on everything, fucking everything. He wants to test this so he can boogie on down to electric having to break into electric boogie. What is that? Sometimes did you listen to the audio of Chris's speech in order to have the same exact subtitles for the episodes? Every video is transcribed already, so that makes things a lot easier, though sometimes the transcriptions aren't that accurate, so I have to do it again. And yeah, it takes a while. But the hardest bit is the pure audio transcripts, like from the voice calls and the mobile chats and so on and so forth, because those transcripts are definitely not that accurate at all, so I have to do that all over again. There's a small group of dedicated asses who think I don't deserve I don't deserve good things in life because I have made mistakes, so they seek to ruin me. What they don't realize is they are keeping me relevant. They legit got me on the front page of Reddit. Can't pay for that kind of exposure. Sure thing, Boogie. Keeping you relevant. Would I be able to help you with transcribing the calls? Yeah. Maybe not. It's too my workflow is too crazy for you to keep up with it. Do I update the wiki with correct transcripts? I was thinking of doing that, but no, it was going to take too long for me to do that. And also the quickie is on hiatus at the moment, lost without a cause, so I have to wait until that returns. Oh god, I'm so scared this will be taken out of context. But one of the reasons I was considering the Tesla at all was because I knew it had good resale value, could generate me income, and yes, it came down to it, I could live in it for a while. That would never happen though. Yeah, I will use the Wayback Machine for the quickie. Can I buy your drink? Of course. No. No, I can still get the archive version of it. No. It's properly down. Its servers have been removed from their hosting site, so that's a problem. I've been having the same problems at the same line producing the Christian. Huh? No, my well-being is okay. Oh, copywriter. Correct some of the transcripts. Oh, God damn. Thanks for the offer. God damn. Get down to Boogie Town. You want liquor or water? Water, please. Looks like he's gonna drive nearly laying down on his back with his eyes peeking over the wheel. I hope so. I hope the quickie gets back up soon. Stop moving. Yeah, that was not what Boogie was talking about. You know, last week when he got the Tesla. When he got to the Tesla, I'm not sure if you got it now, but he was saying that he was gonna do an Uber service out of it. It was gonna drive itself, and I think he had this idea that the Tesla was just gonna drive itself when he was just gonna be sitting in the driver's seat and playing World of Warcraft while people are just you know driving in the back, making him money. He doesn't get it. Doesn't get it. How does a big person deal with their sex parts? Because I was almost about to hit a home run tonight, but didn't because I was thinking that I'm too little down there and can't do the job right for her, and nerves as hell, shaken almost. Help, plus. Lol, well. I don't have sex with someone until I really get to know and like them, but then they are ready for small surprises like that. But by then they're ready for a small surprise like that. Take your time and only share your body with people you trust. God damn it! If Boogie can't even find it. Yeah, Meadow. Oh, they're all very aware of Chris's antics, and they just don't do anything about it because really, there's no reason for anyone to do anything about that. Fools have no understanding, but they delight in airing their opinions. Don't know this big guy though. He's got he's got about 4.5 million subs on YouTube and dropping. Okay, I don't care as in it makes me sad or hurts. I don't care in that I love the money and the power it generates for me though. A year ago, when I got falsely accused for the first time, I was hurt by it. Now I know I should thank the person who did it for extending my career. As a Brit who's lived around County Kildare for a bit, has been in and out of Dublin a few times now, how do you get fairly neutral sounding accent? I really have no idea. I don't know what happened. Check out some Newgrounds. I'm not gonna check out Newgrounds now. Let's begin some little like DSP. Very similar, I'd say. He's getting there. Used to be over 5 million. When is it gonna get to 4 million? Got some really great news from a doctor today. Initial testing showed that my lower legs are getting a ton better. No real permanent damage to the veins and stuff. Lymphedema is getting better too. They were worried about blockage or damage, but turns out I am good. There's plenty of lymphoedema and some venous insufficiency, but nothing that will kill me. Good. Great, Boogie. Great. Swade destroyed his own legs. There was a picture recently posted by someone where literally the bottom half of his legs is turning brown. It's absolutely terrifying. Boogie's small legs may be as much as 150,000. Okay. Okay. What's your workout routine? Right now it's all still walking, stretch bands, 5-pound weights, and core exercises that taught me in physical therapy. Oh, they taught me. Waiting for the doc to approve me for getting back into the pool for laps, though, or perhaps heavier weights. When he does, I am gonna hit it hard. Sure thing. Sure thing, Boogie. Oh, god damn it. Oh, what's this? Greek god eggs. Huh? Is this real? I don't know who this is. Okay, let's see what this is. Why are you reading? I don't know. I just want to see Sam and Boogie's latest antics. Dookie Dookie Winston food reviews. Kellogg's Rice Krispies treats new formula. Dude, it's not even 10 minutes. What are you doing? God damn it! Don't you know how much? 9,000 views in 56 minutes. I think I can do that. Pretty sure I can do that. Pulls Lithuanians in Dublin, so I can see why you might have mixed them up. We might get to his lymphedema eggs eventually. When your melon head is so big that you have to use the last snap. That is the last snap. I mean, it could be a small hat, so I'm not gonna say anything bad about that. Hello, Boogie. Where are you? Suspicious you might live in the same area as Dublin as me. West Dublin. No, I was in South Dublin. Stop disrespecting sex workers and shaming women who have 18 plus Patreons. When you jerk off to porn every night that was made by a sex worker, except she's marketed for free for you on Pornhub. Respect sex workers or stop jerking off to porn. Your choice. Boogie like this. I mean, it's perfectly fine to think this, but I don't play Magic. No, I don't know what this is. Card game, no shit. Wizards of Coast, Magic the Gathering Arena Beta. Tsuyoi nani nani o nani nani. You know what? Magic de katte kara. No homo? Oh, sure. Thanks. When's the sex tape coming out? Not gonna come out. I'm not gonna do a thing on Boogie. I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna do a thing on Boogie. Dublin is becoming increasingly cosmopolitan. I'm Irish Italian myself, and when I went to school in the late 90s, was the only foreign kid. Yeah. Wait, where? Okay, I just want to see these DMs. 30, 34 pages. GG Allen? Oh, yeah. Gonna do it eventually. Let's go down with Boogie. Boogie's self-destructing. Nigerians, Romanians, Lithuanians, Poles, Brazilians, Italians, loads of stuff. I think TRO, or The Right Opinion, did one thing. Hold on. Where's the next page? I was in the... There's personal DMs here. I was in the trenches of racism before you were born, dude. I made my mark and proud of it. At the very least, I made Nana's life better until she died 2 years ago. I'm sorry, there's not enough of you. God damn you. Jesus Christ, what kind of attitude is that? I was in the trenches of racism. Now, Boogie's just being Boogie. I would defriend the worst of us, right down to the militant atheist and militant feminist and militant people of color. Did you actually say that? Militant people of color. Are you serious? So much for trenches of racism. What is this? Basically, what Boogie does is that he doesn't want to make enemies, so he fence sits aggressively fence sits, and he finds the good in the worst things, and he finds possible bad things in the best things. Like, he actually wrote that the KKK had something going for them, is that they supported free speech. Radical centrist is what this is. He's so aggressively against picking a side, is that it's crazy. Listen to me, I don't need to be informed. I was being raised by bigots before you were born, asshole. There's nothing left for me to learn once I have tried to get you to see reasons. I'm not sure who is this. Wait. This is it. Wait. I gotta read this. I don't want to spend my time enabling another bigot by giving him ad revenue or using what time little last 3 or 4 years left on this earth, marrying myself in more of this bullshit. I'm sorry you've wasted your time doing this. Found racist arguments of his having widespread support amongst YouTube gamers. But here's my opinion of that guy. He's a piece of shit. I doubt watching a few hours of his stuff will change that. Why is that not good enough for you? I did my due diligence watching him. You, Rebzion, Sargon, TB, Naked Ape, McToes, MG Toes, Red Pill Philosophy, etc. Shit. Sorry. I think I missed a page there. I hate treating people based on tahi or color of skin or religion differently. I think the issue is very complicated, but it's not so complicated as to have to stoop that low. Angelo, forking, listen to me. I don't need to be informed. I was being raised by bigots before you were born, asshole. There's nothing left for me to learn. Honestly, I've tried to get you to see reason. You're not even willing to give a single inch. So fuck it. We're done. So watch irony that you're still not... And if you still feel you're not echoing support for his ugly ideas, so be it. Give me a link. Give me a link. Stop typing. Give me a goddamn freaking link. Stop typing. Paste the link. Stop typing. Paste the link. Stop typing. I won't read what you type. What the fuck? You're making my phone lag with all these messages. And shut the fuck up. I will add whatever the fuck it is I need to watch, and I will learn nothing. I currently think he's a piece of shit, and that won't change one bit. But if it gives you some sense of satisfaction, I will waste my time. So post your goddamn fucking link. I have a much better opinion. I sent you Viktor Frankl's Man's Search for Meaning a while ago. It's a book. Shut up. Shut up. Post the link. 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 Please stop typing, or I swear to God, I'm just going to block you. Paste your fucking link. I feel like I'm reinforcing your negative ruminations if I indulge your request, since you're tech savvy and can search Arini? You have no idea. So shut the fuck up and post your fucking link. And stop being an asshole. I don't know which video about the person I'm supposed to find. You do. So just tell me. Am I supposed to watch his entire catalog? He has dozens of videos. But I'm not a school taskmaster. I'm telling you what to do. If you're in trauma, I don't wish to inflame that. And yes, watching a series of his vids helps. I did my homework watching him. Is it this one? Is it this one? Is it this one? Because you just post the fucking link? I know a trauma response when I see one. I feel I'm contributing to your trauma by engaging. I sent you Frankel's book, Man Searching for Meaning. That will be much more helpful. I sent it out of friendship years ago to your P.O. box. Do you expect me to skip Rock Day to watch this entire body of work then? You're a fucking idiot if you think I'm going to do that, Angelo. And if you think I have time to read a book, you're also a fool. I'm barely able to function. It'll be hours after this conversation I'm able to think straight alone. So give me the fucking link so this can be over. Give me the link. Give me the link. Give me the link. Give me the link. I was hospitalized for suicidal threats and I was severely mentally ill. I can't in good conscience inflame your feelings of trauma. Give me the link. 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 Try one video of his day, starting at his earlier videos, and start getting into the culture war and games. As it is, you don't need this, and I feel culpable in engaging while you're having a breakdown. I can't do this if you're having a breakdown. I'm complicit in harming you. Whatever I think of your views, please engage in some self-care and don't worry what I think. Stop typing. Paste the link. 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 I don't like seeing you hurting badly. This is not why I talk to you. No, paste the link. If you don't like seeing me hurt, then don't purposely hurt me, asshole. Heart. Love ya. And at least have the decency to post the link you so desperately want me to grow a backbone to watch. And at least have the decency to post the link. If you're gonna copy and paste that comment, at least type it properly. God damn it, it's the same typo in every fucking Jesus Christ. Engage in some self-care now and get away from Twitter. See, this was over 2 years ago, and he hasn't done this. Paste the link. He wants this person to paste the link to a self-help video that is gonna help a Boogie to see the error of his ways or something, and this person, Angelo, gave him a freaking book, a self-help book to help himself, and he posted like a link to this self-help guy's YouTube video. YouTube channel, and he recommended that he watch lots of videos, and do his research and help himself. But Boogie doesn't want to do that. He wants the be all and end all video to be posted to him, and he's not going to bother watching through all of his back catalog. So this is basically the gist of what's happening. You could at least paste your goddamn link. I don't think one video is sufficient to give context to his problems. Videos of his corroborates other videos, and I don't think form of opinion. Jesus Christ. I am in the throes of a fucking nervous breakdown here if you ain't tell. Listen, dude. This is like when Chris was chatting with Jack Thaddeus's daughter, and when she stole his PSN accounts, and he just posted, "Give me back my PSN accounts now, bitch," like 79 times, and emailed it to her. It was basically the same thing. You're about as cool can be. You be supportive now. How about you be a fucking decent human being? Please be a decent human being and link me the goddamn video you started this shit over so I can watch it and we can end it, please. Why is this fucking hard? If you watch it, I'll stay silent on social issues with you. And then he finally posted the link. Finding meaning in difficult times. Interview with Dr. Viktor Frankl. Please stop talking about other things. Now please just post the Avrelua link about Sarkeesian now. I can't find it. I don't have anything to learn. Will you listen? I don't have anything to learn. I was raised by bigots. This is so infuriating. This is so freaking infuriating. This is so infuriating. I had a difficult past. I had a really troublesome past. I can't do a damn thing now because of my past. Please stop holding your past accountable for your present mistakes. Okay? Everyone can learn. Everyone can learn. Everyone can move past their troubles, okay? And he was birthed in the trenches of racism. Yeah, he was abused as a child, but that does not mean that you can't overcome that, you know? I know many people might think that. Many people do feel that they're victims to their past, but please know that there is a way out. Know that you can overcome this. You can get help. Okay? This is actually kind of infuriating me. I'm actually being very A-loggy now, kind of, to an extent, towards Boogie. But you know, your past does not define you, okay? Whatever things you've gone through, you can work past them. Please. I know it might feel like you can't, but you can. I know you can, okay? A-log. I do feel very A-loggy at the moment. I need to stop. Just good link, Gino. Yeah, I know some, in some places like, some worse, off places, of course, it's going to be a lot more difficult to find help. And you might be a victim of your culture, a victim of your religion, of politics. Jesus Christ, Boogie. Boogie does not have an excuse to be like this. It's infuriating. I'm a 42-year-old man who isn't expecting to see 43. I'm literally dying. I work 70 hours a week to try to leave a legacy for my wife and my dog. Rip wife. I work 70 hours a week to try to create a little bit of fun in the world before I die. I can get behind that. I can get behind that, definitely. Hold on. Excuse me. Excuse me. Shirtless TikToks. I can get behind that because I was definitely feeling that. I can still kind of feel that now. And this is the reason why I make as much content as I do. Content. I hate that word, but especially with music. I started having these feelings when I was about 10 years old or something, maybe 13, during my teenage years. I was thinking like, there's too much stuff in my head that I'm really scared for it to just disappear into the ether when I go, and that's a big reason why I make as much stuff as I do, because I have no idea what's going to happen tomorrow. I have no idea what's going to happen with the world or with me. What sort of cataclysmic event's going to happen, either for me or to those around me. And I kind of made it my life's mission to get as much stuff out of my head out into the real world as possible, because I feel like it might have worth for someone. I already am informed, Angelo, so please listen. But if you link me some fucking videos, I will try to watch them. But in exchange for that, can you listen to me for just 5 fucking minutes? You act like the only way I'd not agree with you is because I don't listen to you. I do listen. I listen to 90 minutes of you on Sargon's live stream. I watch all your videos on these subjects. You act like I'm talking like I'm taking cheap shots. Angelo, listen, for fuck's sake, listen to me and stop typing, please. You agreed that I understood at least part of your message today, and I'll take that into consideration. I'll take that into great consideration and action. Please, beer bro, smiley face. I've done you the favor of listening to you, so please return the favor. I hate this so much. I'm in a really bad place. Smile, winky face. I'm a child and unable to hold this conversation. Paste the fucking link. God, this was classic. Oh, Jesus Christ. Was Boogie cucked or not? Jesus. Oh yeah, this. Boogie films then deletes skit where he screams. Okay, I actually haven't seen this one, so let's watch it.
Oh, I wish you would talk right now. I wish you would say something right now. Couldn't you talk? Can't you talk? Huh? I built you. I put you together. You got a mouth. So you're gonna talk? Are you gonna talk? Are you gonna talk? Talk! You're the reason I left. What? What? I said you're why I left. Shut the up. Nobody asked you. You a psychopath. That's what we call him every day. on your little Reddit. He's been waiting for him to it up. Waiting for him to destroy it all. Waiting for him to gain the weight back. Waiting for him to lose his mind. Well, I got some bad news for you. He's been crazy the whole time. You know what? I can't say I blame you for leaving. Kinda wish I'd get out of here too. I don't mean this room. I mean away from David. Away from that house. Away from YouTube. Away from it all. I'm stuck here with him. Why, excuse me, miss. May I have this dance? Oh, you know how to Fortnite dance? You want to floss? You want to learn to floss? Huh? Is that what you want to do, huh? Hey, Merry Christmas. Guess what you got? We're going to Disneyland. Oh, you got Just Dance. Gonna be okay. Yourself. Just Dance. Gonna be okay. Go yourself. Happy Easter. Here's your bowl of carrots. It's another Thanksgiving ruined by you. It's another Easter ruined by you. I really loved you. I really did. And I know you really loved me. Well, I know you loved him. I know you hated me. You hated all of it, didn't you? You hated YouTube. You hated the fame. You hated the fans. You hated the trips. You hated the conferences. You hated the other YouTubers bogarting my time. When I met you, I was a 600-pound man on disability. All right? Look at me now. Look at me now. And you know what? You're the one who did that. You're the one who did that. You're the one that came into our life when we had given up, when we had given up hope, we'd given up on ourselves, we'd given up on our career, we'd given up on our job, and you took us out of that bed where we were ready to die, and you helped us work every single day. You helped us develop me, not just Boogie as a person, not just me as a character, but you taught us how to live when we were ready to die, and everything we have, we owe to you. Does that make you feel good? Does that make you feel superior? Does that make you feel loved? Because it's made me hate you. And after all that, you took it away.
You know, this is it, right? I've held on long enough. I gotta say goodbye.
He changed it to Boogie. From Francis to Boogie.
That's what you guys want to see?
Those nostrils sound very clogged.
You want to see crazy?
I don't want to see crazy.
I can show you crazy.
He's gonna impale it, is he? He's gonna... Broke him.
Doesn't help. Doesn't make it feel any less painful. Just as miserable as I've ever been.
Hey, buddy, you gotta calm down, okay? All right, this is actual crazy, all right? They're gonna think you're threatening somebody. They're gonna think you're hurting somebody, okay? It's
styrofoam. Someone would have to be an idiot to think it.
No, that's the thing is. That's what you're dealing with. You're dealing with actual idiots, okay? That's the thing. You're dealing with actual psychopaths. That's who watches your content. Not all of them. Most of them are pretty normal. Most of them are pretty healthy. Most of them have a brain in their head. But some of them don't. And they'll use any excuse to kick you while you're down. And they don't need a lot of reasons. Because you already gave them plenty.
Well, that was the thing. Hold on. Let me just switch back. So yeah, I think we're done with the boogie trolling. That was a roller coaster, wasn't it? That was I guess not long after his separation from his wife. That was obviously, a release of his frustrations. That was really intense. First time I've seen that. It always vent in private rather than uploading your inner thoughts on the internet in an unhealthy manner. That's definitely a thing that gets a lot of people caught, and that's why they become lolcows. I'd say it's because they can't separate, the internet and real life are two different things, and yeah, that's the internet is a dangerous thing. Some people should really. There really should be a way for people to earn the internet, Because people are just catching up, to be honest. You'll have to seek help for his issues. I think it'll get worse. It's pretty terrifying what may happen if he doesn't seek help. I really can't say. But Shitternet. Yeah, goddamn. The internet isn't for everyone. Like, if you can't handle the responsibility of getting criticism from anonymous commenters, if you can't accept that there will be maybe trolls depending on your specific actions, and based on what you do, it might encourage trolling. If you can't accept that, then you should get a license for the internet, for a license for making YouTube videos, a license for becoming an internet personality, if that's even going to be a thing a few years down the line. Like, I can't drive. I'm just because that I can, borrow my parents' car and drive it around, that doesn't mean that I should. And just because I can get internet and upload videos on it, doesn't mean that I should, because I definitely know the risks involved with driving a car while not knowing really how to drive. You should be able to know what to expect from the dangers of the internet. You know what can happen. You need to know what can happen. Bob's Internet Lumberjack Agency. People can call troll without even being conscious that's basically what they're doing. They can disguise it to help in terms for. Where's your internet license? That's a joke, but I kind of want that. But without a doubt, the internet was the best thing to happen to Bookie. Sure was, wasn't it? In a weird way, it was. Whoa! Whoa! Give me Tesla fund. Remember, I think it was during that recent e-begging stream on Twitch when he was talking about his Tesla, and then there was and then someone donated $3 in the chat, and I think they left a comment saying it's $3 because I'm black or whatever. I can't remember the comments, and Boogie was like, $3. Wow, that's quite a lot for a person of color. Crowdfund my Tesla. Wait, I actually have in chat now, so I can move past my phone. Last bastion of true freedom. It's getting taken away from us bit by bit, I think. What car would you want to buy? A Lada. Definitely. I would love a Lada. I mean, I can't drive at the moment, and learning to drive in Japan, I mean, I need to be pretty fluent at Japanese in the first off before I get a car. Which log house almost intriguing besides Chris and Boogie? Ethan Ralph has been going for a while, on and off. And who else? Aaron Hansen, and the whole Pro Jared situation was absolutely fascinating. I don't know what that is. Nani? Have you seen the Down the Road poll on DSP? Yeah, I have seen that one. Yeah, but that was like before lots of the stuff happened to DSP, right? I was like, was that before the the camera's on? Was that before that? Whoa! I'm still a bit sleepy. Chris Boogie and DSP are the three biggest lol cows on the internet. Figuratively, or is Egoraptor a lol cow now? Yeah, he has been for a while. He's running his Game Grumps channel into the ground by being a complete spaz. Good night, whatever time. Hey, thanks for stopping by, Austin Lucas. See you around. I don't know who Monica Punk is. Really? Oh, okay. Remember Spoonie, aka Noah Antwaller? I do know that one, very vaguely. Yeah. A lolcow is a person who does stupid shit, mostly on the internet, and people can, so to speak, milk that person for laughs and entertainment. So one of the, I guess one of the earliest lolcows I'd say is Christian, and so is DSP and Boogie and lots of other people. I mean, the Kiwi Farms has, I don't know, about 100 at least lolcows. I didn't hear any of those interviews, no. I watched just the two videos on DSP and Christian, but I haven't seen more of Fredrik Knudsen's work. Apparently he's doing very well for himself, though, so I'm very glad about that. He gave my series a big boost when it was first airing. He left a comment on my first video, and he made people aware when the channel went down. What shoes do I wear? I wear K-Swiss. Doesn't Aaron still have lots of fans, though? No, he does have fans, but his fans are very exceptional as well, I'd say, because they can't see. I mean, you either love the Game Grumps, or you hate them. You can't criticize them. Is what their thought process is. When someone peels into a lolcat, they see it as dehumanized. But to me, it's more of a description of a person that's a constant laughing stock. Constant laughing stock. Kind of, yeah. Does Q Farms do a top 100 lolcats similar to the... I don't think they do a top 100, do they? No. You have like 6 main ones, and they have their own special, I guess, special titles. Like if you go onto the Kiwi Farms main page, you see Chris Shan, you see DSP, you see Amblin Reed, the other Phil. I can't remember his name, but yeah, those are listed on their own separate forums. And then you have subcategories like internet famous. You get international lolcows as well. Community watch, which is for communities which are very lolzy. So yeah, lots of stuff. And yeah, Japan does have a very similar thing, but it's very scary. I just learned about it recently. I can't remember what it's called, but it was like it's basically about 1 million death threats for a certain lawyer who was hired to help a person who was being bullied online on 2channel. Historical cows. I haven't checked that one out. Is that a thing? Shoko Asahara? Is that it? No, I think it's Kawahara. So who's the Kobe beef of log? I mean, of course, Dan is better, but he doesn't bring in the goods. He's basically Aaron's bitch. God, this. Gandankula did a piece on Shoko. Oh, doesn't top walk out. They take turns. They do take turns. Oh. Oh yeah, of course, yeah, but like Willie McGonagall and other stuff maybe. Pretty much the Grums did a garbage sale of got 700 RSVPs and only prepared for like 100 people. They actually endangered some people, and I think they had the cops called on them because it was not managed properly. It's pretty hard for me to even crack a smile when I'm watching Game Grumps. Yeah, they've been losing for a long time now. This is chill. Chill as all heck. Will was Chris before Chris. Yeah. What first started your Chris Chance obsession? I was getting obsessed with him again around 2017, summer of 2017, when I was going through a really intense Chris Chan craze phase. And I was kind of let down that there wasn't a series as comprehensive as what I made. So I decided to I decided to make it myself because it didn't exist already. How much did you make on that Fire Hazard of Garage sale? I don't know. I don't know, man. Chris has gone downhill, hasn't he? You'd be aware of being asked the same questions over and over again. A little bit. No, but if I didn't want to get asked the same questions over and over again, I wouldn't do the stream. I am aware that I expect that. That's some grammar go right there. Giving John any creative room to grow as a creator, as the content stayed the exact same on the channel. Someone explain how one can sell shoes. Why would anyone buy them? Jacob Sockness bought them, and he's a very special individual himself who kind of adores Chris, and he's also, I guess, on the spectrum. I will eventually get up to modern Chris, yeah. Might slip into become a Christian or lolcat yourself. I'd definitely try not to do that. Yeah, I will. Comprehensive history will go as far as it can. It's too hyper aware of lolcats to become one. Where'd you get your info? It's a crazy amount. It's all from the quickie, which is down at the moment. Pretty much all of it from the quickie. Igor Raptor was the guy who made Grand Theft awesome. Completely forgot about that. What is he doing nowadays? He's driving the Game Grumps into the ground. Oh, hello. Hey, Frederick, how you doing? Didn't keep up with Chris until the GameStop incident. They got back to Chris' interest from your updated documentary session. Hey. Wildcat, have you ever seen Sockness? I think he was in Pride recently, wearing the classic, cosplaying as Chris. Game Ghost has a guest on. They rarely ever make jokes with the guest because they only know how to make the same jokes over and over. Jacob Sockness, Chris's love interest. Aww. No, honestly, Sockness probably doesn't go out that much. But I can't say for certain. I think Boogie was so scared of being a lolcat that he became one. It's like the way that Ethan Ralph documented internet drama so much that he inadvertently created lots of crazy drama himself. Brings out the goobers. It do, don't it? Nani? Are we okay? No, we're still okay. Don't worry about it. Pamperchu is scary. How's Pamperchu doing? Is he still alive? Original part 4 was just back in 2017. I started making it in 2018, so I guess 2018 you mean? Boogie Stories. I used to like the game runs, but I think that the comedy is getting pretty dull. What is your opinion on JonTron? He makes good videos. All former Grumps fans watch only plays now. It's possible to just have fun on the internet and not ruin your life. It's a tricky balance to make, definitely. It's groovy as heck. There's an anime convention that my friend in Sacramento went to, and he said that there were at least 5 people cosplaying as. Oh no. Still went to donate to the Quickville amusement park. Oh, that was a long while ago. I remember fondly the Quickville amusement park. Are you sad that you can't make it to the last BronyCon? You know who can make it to the last BronyCon? Chris can. If you want good Game Grumps, just watch Super Mega or Oni Plays. So basically not Game Grumps then. I'm just riding the groove now. This is too funky. Walking down the streets of Dublin. I'll give you a shout out to my man Sean Ranklin, and big up to my homeboy Liquid Richard. Hello, people. How you doing? Get a Kickstarter. A quick starter. Nice. I like that. I have not broken ground at the amusement park. No. Everyone's leaving the game, Grumps. Vendors, Gibsons, Ibanez, or other? Both. I have a Squire Stratocaster at home, and I have a Busker's Les Paul here, so I'm open to anyone. I'm interested in getting a Firebird, though, and a Rickenbacker bass, like 4003. Look at Richard. Chris find a way to sucker his patrons fans. Oh yeah, no, he's doing that right now. He's uploading pages of Silent Shoe issue 15, which is basically just a copy of Rose Shoe Story by Trixie is her name. Just Animal Crossing said everyone avoids you and only talks to you in order to get you to leak embarrassing info. Can I play the kazoo? I can give it a try. Get a double neck guitar with one being a bass and the other a guitar like Geddy Lee. Ooh, or like Mike Rutherford from Genesis. Best to get a perfect free girl. That's what Tom Nook. Chris isn't worried about money anymore because he believes that since he's rich and quick he can just bring money back through his portal into the real world. Yeah, he definitely does think that. Steinberger? What's Steinberger? Headless H string for his gent. Wait. Steinberger. Guitar. Chekhov Balance could be the NES games you could play at your house, representing how they're all just his fantasies. Oh. When Chris made that video showcasing his Animal Crossing in town, every villager immediately went to the house as soon as he came into the frame. That was the thing. Oh! Okay, Steinberger. Not a fan. Not a fan. Not a fan of the Steinberger, no. I mean, it probably sounds okay. I never played one. Chris doesn't find a stream at my little Chris Ball, so. What do you get out of? What do you get kicked out of BronyCon? I'm not sure about that. I think he'll stay pretty well behaved. It'll be like last BronyCon where he just intruded himself into various groups, and everyone ignored him. But he said it was the happiest time of his life, so scary. Kind of sad too. Well, Chris, stop being a tranny. I can't confirm nor deny that. Has Crystal ever been saved in the comics? Yeah, like issue 10. Dance with Magician. Yes, he did do that. Which con did Chris lay on the floor and pout? Too many games. You can't undo what he did to his duck. What did he do to this duck? Hey, see you around, CB. Thanks for joining. Peace out. He's the kind of person who makes permanent decisions and doesn't listen when he tells himself he made a mistake. Kind of sounds like Boogie. I mean, kind of. One of the first modern Let's Players. Definitely, yeah. That's the thing. It's fascinating. When he pierced it and jerked it off, the wounds didn't he? Yeah, he did. I mean, no, he didn't pierce his duck. He pierced his taint and slashed his taint open. Oh yeah, and his duck no longer quacks. That's the thing as well. Yeah, forgot about that. Aristides. Nani? What? What are these guitars? I just know the basics. Oh. I don't know. I'm not a fan of these newfangled designs. And that's a lot of strings. Goddamn. He spreads estrogen on his stomach like a buttered turkey. I started following Chris properly, I think, from around when he announced himself as a woman. I think that's when I first started paying attention to what he was doing. But I was aware of him from before, but I didn't really pay much attention to him, just outside of discovering him and seeing, oh, he did something weird. Okay, back to my life. Impossible to say anything. So one thing you know about Chris is that you don't know what to expect. Hey Jane, long-time listener, first-time caller. What do you think of Chris's recent appearance in court? Goddamn. Yeah, that was interesting. If anyone hasn't seen that one or heard about it, he went to a court hearing recently, and he was acting like a child, basically, and Barb had to shush him quiet, and he was playing with a fidget spinner. Crazy stuff, yeah. End up couch surfing. He might do couch surfing with some souls. Telecasters are good. Stratocasters perfection. Guitar design hasn't really been improved upon since. Yeah, Debts, I think, is babbling loudly. Yeah, and his garnishment has been like nullified, or at least suspended. I mean, they're not gonna proceed with the garnishment anymore because they can't get the funds. So like, he can't keep getting away with this. How does it feel to have fanboys? That's okay. Well, I started really following him after the PewDiePie video. Yeah. PewDiePie! Okay, I'm gonna try this again. See if this works. Where's the Geno stands at? Hey. Last terminal? Is that a user video? Do JLPT soon. Are you also studying for JLPT? I was, not anymore. I failed JLPT N3. That was December. Let's try this again. You're gonna collab with the Internet Historian. I'm not gonna do that. No. I don't do collabs. And this playlist is just the jazz collection of mostly Kevin MacLeod stuff that I might use for the documentary. Still going, yeah. Yeah, Opal. 150,000, over 9,000. I think it was close to 10,000, yeah. Today plays if he remembers to. Is that finished? He's gonna die in debt. I think he will. This guy who documents Chris and other log chaos in a follow stuff. Oh, that one. Okay, I've seen some videos of that. Isn't that big of a debt? What are you making? I have no idea. I'm just practicing knitting. Selling yourself a medallion stick with solid as Chris. 150,000 was the mortgage. Oh yeah, they have the mortgage in addition to the debt. Thanks for trading I almost called them normies. Homies. Keep the good word, Gina. Thanks. See you around, Josh. Knitting stream. What shall I knit next? 10,000 Christmas will be 100,000. Pay a $10,000 fine or serve 2 weeks community service. Case dismissed. Knit stitch or pearl stitch? I'm gonna do pearl stitch, I think. Okay, that's about enough. Scarves make easy practice. Okay, there's my. An old man for not playing a headless fan fret. True temperament stainless steel. True temperament for the win. Woo! God damn. What's the punishment for homosexual or smoking tobacco? 10 years in prison? I can't remember now. Can't remember now. Oh, that was a short piece. Oh, I know this one. Hey, Nikki, how you doing? Morning. What time is it for you? This song showed up in lots of my videos, in the documentary. It's a classic. I could turn that into a bunny. Oh no, I missed a. God damn it! I should actually use real knitting needles. These are just bamboo skewers, so I think they're too small for my purpose here. God damn it! It's getting really difficult. Oh yeah, it is. Yeah, it's almost afternoon actually. Get with it. True temperament guitar. I should give those a try. I mean, especially the G string is so freaking bothersome, you know? Because it never sounds good. I could hurt my fingers doing that. That's okay. I've been hurt before. God damn. A 100 rows. F chord is the worst chord. It's not an easy one to pull off, definitely. I kind of improvised, and my weakness is bar chords. I can't play bar chords at all, so I kind of do my own chords, and you'll see if I play some music on my guitar, you notice I almost never play bar chords because they're my worst enemy. Why'd you move to Japan? To work here and live here. Still haven't found a job in Tokyo yet, which is a bit concerning, but should be okay. Harry Potter fan? No. Just play Guitar Hero. That's about the same thing, really. Yeah, adults, what happened? Install the True Temperament trips. You can install the TT frets yourself or buy one with them. The mayonnaise guitars make cool TT guitars. I'm not gonna move back to Ireland or Lithuania. My parents want me to stay put here. It's good for the better, really. Do you like fretless basses? I never played one, but I definitely I'd love to try one. Unlike all the new people in this stream. What's wrong with getting new people in? I think I screwed something up. Maybe not. Do you play music on Rocksmith? I don't. My parents want you to be thousands of miles away from them. Mine too. Hey, it's different. It's because there's no hope for me in Ireland or Lithuania. There's spots around Dublin. I don't have favorite. I mean, I guess I like Grafton Street, especially for the HMV there. Or at least it was there back when I was there. piano and guitar. I play bass as well, and I guess I can play drums. I played drums very briefly for about 3 hours one time, but outside of that, I play air drums, and that's how I learned. I taught myself. I played clarinet for 5 years as well. I might be forgetting some things. Gotta criticize shredders because they have no feel while they play. Tired of blues licks. Exactly. Exactly. That's my thought process. Exactly. Wait. I'll definitely screw that up. Play mean triangle? Maybe. English is a lot better than some of my friends. Drum and cymbal bands. Brands. Oh. I mean, I've never tried any single I mean the drum kit that I tried, I really have no idea what that was. And I'm not a drummer connoisseur. I really don't know. Stretch and drink some water. I give up. I need actual real equipment and more practice. Most forked up in history. The Unklets 2.0 and Idea Guys maybe. Oh, that's a good one. The Man Who Sold the World is a key example that unless you have the right equipment, sounds awful like playing all acoustic. Playing on acoustic sounds awful? Nani? I haven't listened to Beat Drake, no. It's noon and the sun came out. Came out tomorrow. I'll just have to play it on electric. Well, I have a superb acoustic guitar. It's a Morales Falcon. That's the guy before me who lived here gave it to me. It sounds absolutely amazing. It just resonates so great. Pickles? I love pickles. How many square parts do you have done so far? 29. That hasn't changed since January. When it's time for me to make part 30, I'm gonna document that whole procedure and make like a little documentary mini feature out of it. Like how to make Christiana comprehensive history. I gave it to you. What did you have to do for it? Just protect. Oh goddamn. Depa Pepe? No, I don't know that one. How come women are underrepresented in the law industry? Are they underrepresented? I mean, some of the biggest ones are women, like Amberlyn Reed. How's the weather in Japan during the summer? It depends on where you are, but it should be at least pretty hot everywhere. Where I am now, I'm in the north of Japan, in Hokkaido, which gets very, very cold and scary in wintertime, but summer is pretty good. Tokyo is going to be horribly humid and hot. Like over 80 degrees, definitely, at least. Give a nickel if you tickle my pickle. How'd you feel if I gave you a $1,300 seven-string? If you gave it to me, I'd accept it. But would you, though? Would you really? Oh, apparently it's very cool and rainy in Tokyo now, where I'm going to be living. What do you think of the band Ghost? I like their first 2 or 3 albums. I didn't listen to the newer stuff, but apparently they've been getting mainstream attention recently and getting successful, so that's nice. I might have had the cash. Dean makes 12-string bass. I'm just trying to figure out what does that even mean? A 12-string bass. been into Christopher and basically know up to all your episodes and a few other bits. So this should being mentioned makes me both concerned and excited for the future. Oh, it's gonna get wild, very wild. What's easy to go? What's an easy to go to dish you like to make for a quick lunch or dinner? I have lots of rice on hand, and I use furikake to make it tasty, I guess. Oh, double strings. Oh, that makes sense. Mm. No, still that doesn't make sense. Why? I don't get it. What was my? Oh yeah. And furikake, if you don't know, is like I guess sort of a powdered mix of ingredients. Like, well, you can have different tastes, like fish, seaweed with sesame seeds, dried egg as well, and you basically mix it in with the rice to make it tasty. And in some cases, you would mix it with, for example, salt, but this makes it a lot more interesting. So that's pretty good now because I have lots of rice and pasta in stock. So I have to finish that before I leave this house in, dear God, it's 22 days. And ramen packets, that's also pretty quick and nice. Similar size and altitude. Yeah, California and Japan are kind of similar, I guess. But California doesn't get really winters, real winters, or maybe the North does. Favorite guitar pick? Do I have it? I actually use. Okay, I kind of mutilated a Fender Medium, and it looks odd because I made it smaller. I cut it into this shape because this is the way I play guitar. So basically, these are like, I think bass picks are kind of similar to this shape, and regular guitar picks are elongated. So I cut it into shape because that's the way I like to play it. We have winter. You have winter, snowy winter. Do you get blizzards? But this is what I made. Not using Jazz 3s. This is what I made custom in 2013, I think. It's a special GS here. Just GS on this side, and the back side is artwork from the Proselytes Flux album. It's the skeleton trying to decapitate a man. So I got these custom made, and I use them occasionally as well. Hmm. Uh, I almost died during last winter. It's not fun. It's not fun at all. In my house is made of paper. I've mentioned this before in the stream, but it's goddamn, for a place that regularly gets cold winters well into the negatives, into below freezing, well below freezing, and so much snow. Why are these houses not properly insulated? But yeah, there were a couple of mornings where I woke up for work and I couldn't open my door because I was literally snowed in, and I had to. I mean, it was like, was it 3 feet of snow? Maybe 3 feet of snow overnight, and I had to shovel that out. I had this cup. You can get these custom made on order in some shop online. You can probably make it, the same way you can make your own T-shirts online and send them yourself or something. And you can make this with these picks. 42 degrees Celsius here. That's pretty cold. But Celsius. I thought you meant Fahrenheit. Celsius. That is. Do you live near Death Valley? What is that? Oh my God, I'm so sorry. We get storms up to 130 miles per hour. Yeah. Yeah, there was one surprise blizzard I was caught in on my way back from work, and when I got down to my house, I couldn't open the door because it was frozen shut. Because the damn door is a freaking metal frame. Of course, it's gonna freeze shut. Why is it made of metal? Jesus Christ! So I was panicking, and I was feeling very, very, very. I was wearing snow boots, but some snow got into my boots, and because of my body temperature and because of the cold outside, the snow was like melting and freezing, so it just kind of encased my feet in ice, and it got to a point where uh I couldn't feel my toes. I was like, God damn, am I gonna lose my feet to frostbite? Is that actually gonna happen? I and then I went back to a convenience store that was like 10 or 15 minutes away, and I bought one of those electric lighters and I had this scheme to melt the ice around my door, and I got back, couldn't do it. It was too windy or something. I was like, oh shit, this is where. Even on my way back from the store, I thought to myself, man, it's pretty cold, and I'm getting kind of tired. What if I just lied down in the snow and waited? If I just sleep this one out, you know, it's kind of a scary thought. I actually considered just lying down in the snow and taking a rest. As you know, that's pretty much the worst thing you can do. God damn. Yeah, and I eventually got back, and I pretty much, with all my might, kicked the door in. I actually couldn't kick the door in because Japanese houses, the the front door opens into the outside, so that's really inconvenient at situations like this. So yeah, I pulled it with all my might, knowing that if I don't, I'll probably lose a limb or two. So yeah, I got inside eventually, and took off all my clothes, all my soaking wet, icy clothes, got in front of the heater and brought some blood back into my feet. Jesus Christ, that was not a fun experience. Missions are open right now if you need some work. Oh, thanks, Opel. Scary. Don't ever sleep in the snow. Of course, I know that. Yes, I was well aware of the risks of sleeping in snow. Hey now, you're an all-star? Northern Europe is extremely mild for its latitude. My city in Minnesota is much more colder than Reykjavik, for example. Ireland has a nice mild climate. Ireland has a nice no. Ireland has a climate. It's very mild. It's getting to the point in the stream where I just stop talking or stop being able to function as a human being. But goddamn, it's not nice. It's not nice climate. It's very rainy. It's rainy all the time, and the cold does sound very dangerous. I mean, it's nice if you have a car. I mean, but even so, cars can stop during cold temperatures, and you have to scrape off the ice off the windshield, and it's kind of a hassle as well. But yeah, it's not fun. You should make a Discord server. I do have a Discord server. Let me link that right here real quick. Unless invite people. I will invite people. Edit link. Expire after never. Generate new link. Copy. Yeah, and if you're interested in joining the Geno Samuel Discord for all Geno Samuel stuff, both music and documentaries and all kinds of good fun, there it is. There's the link. Cars breaking down in the middle of winter is one of the worst feelings. Yeah, pretty sure it is. Yeah. I mean, what's the thing that Tokyo has going for it is that it doesn't really have winters. I mean, it can get to almost freezing, but it doesn't really go much beyond that, and it maybe snows maybe once or twice, like 1 day or 2 days per year, so it's not that bad. But because of that, the winters are pretty terrible. I mean, the summers are pretty terrible, horribly humid and hot. Like, I'd say about 90 degrees or more. Tonight on Quick News, a Lithuanian man live streamed his rapidly progressing dementia more. What's your worst fear? We're gonna get really deep, are we? Spiders is pretty bad, but I wouldn't say it's my worst fear. If you want to get really existential, it's like making, trying as hard as I do to make something of myself, and then ending up with nothing. Maybe. How prepared is the Hokkaido region for snow in terms of hold on, I missed that. Salting the roads and sidewalks and stuff. They're pretty good. They're pretty good. There's definitely sand on the roads and the sidewalks, but it's still it can get pretty hazardous sometimes. Hey, lots of people joining. Biggest fear is the internet finding that comic you wrote. Yeah, that's pretty bad too. I would rather not reveal my comic or my graphic novel, if you will. The sun expanding to a red giant and obliterating all remnants of life on Earth is my worst fear. That's pretty bad, but it's not gonna happen for a long while. I hope. Does anyone have this? I'm not sure what the name for it is. I'm not sure even if there is a officially recognized term for it, but that feeling you have when you just want an apocalypse to happen, but you want to survive as well, so that humanity can reset. You know, somewhere along the way, we did something wrong, and I just rather that we go back and start over. You know, does anyone else have that feeling? Maybe just at least have a big electrical storm or sun flare hitting Earth, so that it just kills all electricity, all internet capabilities and all that. You know, so we can just live like humans living with humans, and not this internet shit. You just end up making the same mistakes. Y2K? Accelerationist. Is that what that's called? You consider ever joining the military? Kind of. Oh, military. Definitely not. I mean, you do you if that's what you want to do, but I wouldn't try that. The Industrial Revolution and its Consequences is the book you're thinking of. We all live in a hippopotamus. I think he also said we all live in the same yacht-sized boat or something. Humans would still be the same, but without internet, we just wouldn't know about it. Would that be better? Huh? Why did it stop? Oh, okay. Yeah, he said yacht. I think he said yacht because he pronounces the C in yacht. Yeah, will ever restart the love quest after this polyamorous marriage thing? It's not likely. I don't think it's likely. This has one of these days I'm gonna cut off your head or whatever that Pink Floyd song is called. Air Force seems like a pretty easy gig. I don't know, man. I don't know. Has Rocky cut ties with the Chandlers? I don't think she's cut ties. I think Chris just stopped going to her. Because he gets more help from his husbands and wives and his enablers on Twitter and such. Coast Guard. For stream, what'd I miss? Not much, honestly. It's been going for 2 hours and 40 minutes. Didn't miss much. I went on this whole tangent about Boogie. Boogie 1488. I like this. What's going on with Boogie? Lots of stuff. Are you in the process of obtaining citizenship in Japan? I can't do it yet. It's too early. Happy you went back to the Christian series. You're doing a knockout job. Hey, thanks, Captain. Chris is further gone than I thought. This is first I've heard about this relationship. Yeah, it's pretty bad. We're only human. Pretty sure Boogie made that same excuse, right? Like he retweeted someone supporting Chris's, supporting Boogie's mistake, saying, "I've read that mega thread on Simon Tolkien on that subreddit, and I've come to the conclusion that you're human. You make mistakes." Yeah, it's a shitty excuse. What do you need to get citizenship there? I'm assuming it's fairly difficult given this homogenous society. Well, it should take about 10 years of constantly working in Japan as an employee of stuff and contributing to Japan. I think after about 10 years, I think I can do it. But it's easier if my spouse has a highly skilled worker visa. It's easier for her to get citizenship, and consequently, it's easier for me as well because I'm the spouse. So we'll see. Sweeps corpse at the rug. We're only human. You got married? Well, not yet. Not yet. Ever got a girlfriend? Nani? This is becoming a PI with psychic abilities. Boogie recorded himself trespassing into a house that used to be his. That was the thing that happened too. He left that in, and he also left that portion of the video in which him and whatever his face is, McJuggernuggets, they were making fun of a woman, like she was very ill and disabled, and like, is she dead? Ha ha ha! Like right in front of her. God damn it. Link goes to registry for wedding gifts. Lol. Not yet. Not yet. Are you had to first wear all national lenses or non-digital? I really don't know what the legal terms are now. If it wasn't for the termination last year, how many subs do you think Gino Samuel 2 would have by now? I mean, at the rate that it was going, I think it was getting 3,000 subs every month. So it's going pretty fast, and at the time of its deletion, it had over 31,000. And now, and you know, if I kept going the way I did, I think it's almost like that with this channel. It's about 2,500 subs every month, so it's going pretty well. But even if it didn't get deleted, I probably would have taken a break, and things would have slowed down a lot, I'd say. But yeah. You think Chris abuses his mom? The other way around. But Chris did punch Barb because he was forced into doing that. My back. Oh! Be close to 100,000. The dream. Is there a vid of him punching her? I think there is, but they're not gonna reveal it. I think Marvin has that video. And Marvin also has the phone call which Chris did with Marvin, I think, where he cried about his father dying. That was like right after Bob's death. Oh my god. Jesus. Get so relaxed now. I want to sleep. I should be studying. Why is this stream so calming? Sorry about that. That's Dublin. That's Dublin in the background. How was he forced to SpongeBob? Did trolls get accounts again? No, it was the idea guys. They were saying like, Quickfill will be destroyed and will murder roast you if you don't punch Barb or something like that. Have you seen the video where Barb hugs or kisses Chris and he says he used to do that more flirtingly? I did see that, and he also he mentioned that Barb really likes bananas. Why'd you interrupt me, Barbara? The idea guys were trolls from 2017-2018, I think, who basically role played on Discord and other, I think, online stuff as Sonichu and Roastu and whatever. And Chris was really taken in by it. And they basically convinced him through photoshopped images that there was a laser on the moon pointing at Quickville, and if he didn't do as they said, it would be destroyed. So he was coerced into doing lots of strange stuff, and he incorporated some Nazi stuff into his comics, and they're basically doing 4chan poll level jokes, and they were convincing Chris to include them, even though he didn't understand what they were. And then they forced him into basically extorting $6,000 worth of stuff to them. So he was conned out of $6,000, and then eventually Marvin, the captain, and Null of Kiwi Farms found out about that, and they tried to get them investigated by the FBI, I think, because it was what was it? It was across state lines, so it was a federal issue or something like that. I don't really know, but yeah, but no one did anything, and Chris is out of $6,000, and he now thanks the idea guys for opening up his mind to whatever ideas they gave to him. There's like two. Yeah, it was two of them, Joshua Wise and someone else. No docs about me. I had to transfer money. I don't know, it was like game gift cards or something. Can't really remember. Do you think Chris had started his channel nowadays? Get a more caring community would help him. Maybe more caring, yeah. Yeah, it was like two main people, and then there was one person in Canada even, but he wasn't as involved as the other two. Something like that. I'm not too well versed on the idea guy stuff, but that was a crazy ride when I first found out about it. Can we get a dog in your life? No dogs in my life, please. It'll go a little mad sometimes. Don't we all? They gave ideas. They got 6K. Sounds legit. Sorry, just reminiscing about that. Norman Bates wasn't. Can we get a? Oh no, Sexy G, no. Oh no, please, no, please don't. Mr. December. Oh no. Should be a doc about Gino, but it's just documenting his dogs and Chris the entire thing. Give some ideas. Got 6K. It's a pretty good king. Oh no. Narrator Chris. Oh no. Oh no. Do you think Christian hates you? I mean, he was not kind to me when he talked to me last time, but I think he's okay with me now. I pick Casey. Idea guys, obviously. His duck doesn't quack. His duck doesn't quack? What do you mean? It doesn't though. Does anyone here follow Chris on Twitter? Very interesting. Like everything he does. I mean that was during a reference to my last to a stream that was happening like a month ago, or maybe five weeks ago, and then I had Chris's old moldy bathroom as my background image here, and then I also went through his photos from 2019, and I came across a couple of photos with him and his friend, his female friend, and I casually mentioned that she looked less attractive than Chris, and of course the friend got very offended by that and reported me for bullying, and Chris also was offended by that, but mostly because of the background image, and then he privately messaged me on Twitter saying that he does not appreciate me, making fun of his friends, insulting them, and the moldy cherry on top was my background image in my video. I was like, okay, I'm sorry. It was out of line, poor taste. I'll take it down. So I took down the stream. Catherine? No, it was a different friend. I'm not going to mention her name. No, and Catherine is not a friend. She was a troll. That was a great stream. I gotta admit, that was a great stream. It was a bit of a shame that I had to take it down. And that was the only time, yeah, that I had direct contact. He didn't curse say Hami, no. You completed the stream 24 hours in Chris's house. This is some Frank Zappa shit right here. It's great. It's kind of cool, but I never found a place to put it in the documentary. This track. You should leak the stream on Mediafire or something. You still have it. The stream was great. I felt I was ready to come back. I was always gonna come back. It was never my intention to fall off completely. Can I cosplay as Chris? I don't want to. I want to cosplay something else. Of course I was thinking about that, but no. I should come up with something better. And not associate with Chris too much. She was a troll where Chris claimed that she sent those Sonic Boom games to him when he probably bought them himself just to make Sonic's. I'm not Liquid Chris, nah. These worn better looking shirts. In 2009, how many videos are there gonna be? I think we're gonna get into 2010 around part 22. 21, 22. So 5. Chris would rebuy games like he has 15 copies of the original Sonic. Yeah, he's a Todd Howard's dream consumer. I got the scripts ready for up to part 29. Outside of that, I don't have much preparation. Oh yeah. I think this is the opening of part 4. By the way, yes, we're still in 2010 on part 29. It just works. And I just won. Have you ever tried reaching out to any of the trolls? No, I don't want to reach out to anyone. Have you ever include the Sauconus as any sort of footnotes? I mean, I'm going to mention him when he directly involves himself with Chris. No, it won't be. It won't be that far. Second exile. Bob's death. 30-something, I'd say, but I could be wrong. Are there any people like Chris on the internet you would recommend to watch? No. Would you do a Blu-ray list? I can't legally do that. Does Chris approve of you? He did at least watch my original take of videos before the channel went down, and he confessed to know that he watched them and liked them, so I'm not sure if that's still the same now. I think the trolls definitely helped him along the way. I'm pretty sure I binged the first 14 parts of like 2 days, which is kind of sad because you see a huge mental degeneration with that course over time. From him or from you? What's your favorite food? I like pizza, but I have to be resistant. Japan is great for one thing. It has really strange pizzas. Is that a great thing? No, but if you think pineapple on pizza is weird, you should go to Japan and buy some Japanese pizzas. Goddamn. One of my favorites is mayo tuna pizza. And then there's one that's like basically miso soup but on a pizza. So you got like a miso paste with some tofu and seaweed on a pizza. You can get shrimp on a pizza as well. What does octopus taste like? It's kind of chewy. I don't really like octopus because it's. I almost said coctopus, but now I've said coctopus. Anyway, I don't really like octopus because it's too chewy. It's too rubbery for me. It just takes too long to eat. But it's like vaguely fishy. It's nothing special. When's the next video? Next month. I mean, sorry, next week. Speaking in Japanese, I do. Bulgaria has pizza with random vegetables under the cheese on deep dish crust. Corn pizza is not something I want to experience again. I do get corn on pizza as well, yeah, that's the thing. Oh my god, I have to approve all these lewd comments about coctopus. Yeah, corn is a thing, yeah. Genki desu ka? Hi, Genki desu. Can we get a group hug? Not yet. Huh? No one says that. It's pizza, not pizza. That just looks weird. That just looks weird. I tried cannabis pizza once. Great dough. Oh no. Oh no. What have I done? I have a chest infection. Y'all make me laugh and it hurts my lungs. Oh, don't. Oh, sorry about that. What's the name of the chill music playing? Well, this is Chill by Kevin MacLeod. And I got about 3 minutes left until this track ends, and I will end the stream with this. How long was Vivian G trolling Chris? Because initially she seemed to actually be trying to help him, but obviously was part of the Clyde Cash thing. Yeah, she definitely changed her methods. So it was around from 2007, was it, or 2008 to 2010, I think, is when Vivian G stopped. And yeah, Vivian and Clyde were one and the same, I'm pretty sure. I don't watch JoJo, no. Chris could sell his bathwater, but I'm willing to buy it. He at least used to sell signed empty Fanta cans, to capitalize on that meme. And he did a pretty good job with it. CPU got his bathwater. $30. Are you serious? He's gonna charge at least $300 for that. Do you have any tips on speaking and learning Japanese? My writing and reading is great, but I have a lot of trouble saying what I want to say when I speak. That's the same trouble I have. If you can find something that helps, please tell me, because I'm pretty good at listening. But speaking, it's dreadful. What's your guy's favorite? Oh no! You can imagine all the diseases and infections you could get from drinking that. Aria or Tokai guitars. I bought my bass and guitar that I have now on Yahoo Auction, which is the prime YouTube, Japanese auction site. We don't do eBay here. So yeah, I got those really cheap, 40 and $50 respectively, and they do pretty well. But of course, I want to get my old basses and guitars with me, so I'm gonna get those when I move to Tokyo next month. God damn, lots of stuff happening. Okay, doke. I'm gonna turn in now. I'm gonna, I guess, have breakfast or lunch maybe. So thank you so much for joining. I know she's not into the lolcow stuff. So yeah, thanks for being nice at least, and thanks for all the support, and thanks for staying tastefully lewd at least. あなたは寝ます。何がわかんないです。Anyway, if you're interested in contributing, there's links to my Patreon in the description below. So check it out, and if anything fancies you there, please pitch in. Anything is fine at all. Don't worry about it. And of course, I have my music channel and my documentary channel. Links also in the description. And if you want some more music or some more extra curricular documentaries, check out my documentary channel for that. And of course, part 17 will be up next, I guess, Saturday/Sunday for you. No more live streams until 2 weeks after this, because I'm going to Tokyo next week. Three-day weekend. So I hope you guys have a nice time with yourselves and with those around you. Take care of yourselves and take care of someone else. Thanks again. Bye-bye. Bye-bye-bye-bye. 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 Bye-bye-bye. I gotta leave. Bye-bye.